BodyBags, where horror lies.
Sam, I'm your Thursday guy for BodyBags, and this week I am doing Perkins 14, 2009, directed by Craig Singer. I may have gotten the name wrong. It will be in the description, like, guaranteed. I'm pretty sure it's Craig Singer. And the idea of the movie is that there's this cop. He's kind of depressed, kind of down, right? It's it's the 10-year anniversary of his son going missing, right? It's like that kind of thing to cry over, right? No, I'm just kidding. But it's like alright, so his son goes missing, and then like other kids also go missing, and it ends up being 14 kids in total that go missing in that like time span of like that week or whatever. I don't think there was like a specific like amount of time of like how many, when, but everyone like moved on, with their lives and whatnot, and like he's still kind of living in the past and whatnot. And there's this guy that ends up being locked up because of some kind of like speeding ticket or whatever. I forget exactly. He's locked up, and we end up find out that that was the guy that kidnapped all the kids. All the kids were in his basement, basically going crazy, rabid, animal-like, pumped up with madness and drugs and all sorts of whatever. So if he released them, which they end up getting released, which I'm still not sure if they broke out or whatever, it kind of just happened. Madness ensues, and all the kids go out and kill everyone. Now, they're not really kids anymore. They're like teens to young adults now, so great. They go on a killing spree, killing everyone, and it becomes kind of that B movie that you're waiting for. It kind of already was that B movie, but anyway, this kind of fits alright, so on my tier list, I need to make an official one, to be completely honest. I have different movies in different tiers. This movie was in the kind of tier that was like, okay, so it came out around 2005 to 2012-ish, and it had that kind of vibe to it, where it was like, you could tell it was late 2000s, and it was like that kind of supernatural or weird kind of angle in which it's not, it's not supernatural. The movie, it's not supernatural. It's like completely natural. Well, right? But it has that kind of feeling to it, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a downer ending. I hate downer endings, to be honest. My favorite movie that was a downer ending was Night of the Living Dead, the original, because that was just really good. That was just a really good movie, and it was just like a ending, right? This was a downer ending. It's like, I wasn't gonna cry over it, but I was like, ugh, you can't be serious. I mean, I get it, but like, come on. Yeah, the effects were good, or pretty good. The the dialogue was great. So I'm gonna spoil a little bit, right? Just because. So the dad, alright. So the main character, the cop, right? He ends up realizing that one of the kids is his son. And so there's this scene where, like, the first time he sees his son, after all this time, he's crazy. He's like, oh my God, that's my son. Oh, my son. And there ends up being this other cop, and he's like, don't shoot him, don't shoot him. He jumps on the car that jumps on the guy, and it just looks hilarious. He's like, no, while he was also saying, like, don't shoot him, don't shoot him. And then the kid just drags the cop away into the darkness, gets the cop's flashlight with it turned on, and just beats the crap out of him. Not off screen, but it's like super dark, so the only thing you see is the flashlight going up and down, basically like beating the crap out of that guy. Poor guy. There's a lot of funny dialogue in it. So like, if you had to give it a kind of like title, it's a bad funny movie. There's a term for it. I forget exactly. But the idea is that it's a funny, it's a bad movie, but it's a fun ride, right? Like the Boogans or The Stuff, right? Although I think those movies are a little better than people give them credit for. That's technically that kind of movie. It's a bad fun movie. With just a downer ending, I guess. So if I had to rate this movie right now, I would probably give this movie, I guess I would give it a 5. I don't know, it's been a while since I gave a movie that 5. I don't think I've ever given a movie a 5, and if I did, it was like 1 or 2 times. It's just an average film. When I say average, it's an average bad fun horror movie. You got the gore, you got, there might be some language in it. You got some funny dialogue, got some funny scenes, and you got some pretty solid cast. I mean, the acting was pretty good, so there's that. But, like, the whole idea that, like, this father can, like, try to get his son back and try to be like, remember. Spoiler, he doesn't. That's a part of the downer ending, and it was like, I get it, but, like, dude, you saw him kill so many people, but you're still like, they're still good in him. It's like if Luke Skywalker, that's like, well, okay, that's like if Luke Skywalker was like, they're still good in Darth Vader, and then Darth Vader just cuts his head off. It's like, oh, I got you there, boy, or whatever. I don't know, I'm just saying, it was kind of sad. It was like, dang. And then he gets the keys, and he's like, oh, now he's gonna get the girl, dang. And then the movie ends, like, just like that kind of thing. It's like, oh, well, that's great. It's about, like, an hour and a half, so... I'm Sam. I'm your thirsty guy for BodyBags. I did Perkins 14 for this lovely 8 Films to Die For. And, I gave it a 5 because it's pretty average. You know what I mean? It's a fun watch, but, you know... Right. And, I'll see you next week. Goodbye.